I didn't even put my music on. Alexa, play lo-fi music. I didn't put my music on.
Here's a station for you. Lo-fi hip-hop radio on Amazon
Good morning.
Music.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to this morning's Bible Meets Business. Our today's topic is money needs a mission. Alexa, volume down. So, today's topic is money needs a mission. I'm not going to be on for very long. I just want to come in and say my points because I got to get ready to go to work today. So, if you missed the first one, we had it on Monday. It was business mindset. I haven't put it on my YouTube channel yet, but I will have it on there by this weekend. I've been super swamped with EcoSolvent print orders. It's been crazy. People have been buying prints by like the 10s and the 15s. So I'm trying to catch up and do orders and trying to do some other stuff. So that's why I haven't posted to YouTube. I've just been extremely busy. But today is money needs a mission. So one of the most important things is when you're starting a business or just in anything in general is you have to make sure that all your money is accounted for. Whenever I purchase a new product or if I purchase a new machine, I need to know, am I going to use this efficiently to either make money or to make my money back? So when I first got into EcoSolvent, I really didn't do a lot of homework. I just jumped in and just bought the things needed and just start doing it, which is something that I normally don't do. I always like to do homework before I expand my business financially, like money wise, to buy new equipment or to do different methods of making t-shirts or making tumblers. I always like to do my homework before I branch out and make that decision. But with EcoSolvent, I didn't. I literally just jumped in and just started doing it. So one of the things that I really didn't take into consideration. Good morning. Thank you so much. Yes, this is the EcoSolvent shirt. It is Itachi from Naruto. But one of the things I didn't come into, I didn't really pay attention to was money wise and how much it costs to maintain those machines and things like that. So I was like, I really didn't do my homework. And it came back to bit me in the butt. But whenever you're doing anything for your business, you have to think, how am I going to use this money effectively? Everything needs to be accounted for. And when I say everything needs to be accounted for, I mean, every single penny that you spend needs to be worth the spending. Okay. So, everything's accounted for. Everything is in place. So, I always give myself at least 6 to 8 months to make the money back and either break even from the expansion or to make a profit. So, and if I feel like I'm not making a profit within that 6 to 8 months, it might be time to reevaluate why I purchased it in the beginning. Or I need to advertise that new product more. I need to advertise that new method more. So I always give myself 6 to 8 months to either break even, to get my money back, or to make a profit, which is always the goal, is to make a profit. Okay, so money needs a mission. A lot of times those EcoSolvent prints have to consistently run, right? Yes, the EcoSolvent printers, I run it every day, whether I make a shirt or a print or not. So money needs a mission. A lot of time we get money confused. We let money control us when in all actuality, money is looking for a master and money is looking for us. But the Bible does say the love of money is the root of evil. So Jesus knows that we need money to pay for stuff. And the Bible also says that money does answer problems, okay? But it's the love of money that people get in trouble with. When you start making money your master, that's where you get in trouble, okay? That's why it's the root of all evil when you start loving money. Now, we need money to pay bills. We need money for our car, for gas, for daycare, for school. That's not what he's talking about. He's not talking about using money for necessities or you need money for necessities. He's talking about when you start making money your master, when you start serving money, when you're constantly like, I need money. You're doing anything to get it is when you're in a dangerous spot. Okay. So that's why you have to really evaluate, why do I want to get money? Do I need to make money? Of course, everyone needs to make money. Everyone wants to make money. Everyone wants the business to be successful, but you have to be careful of what category you place getting money in. Okay? So it's the difference between getting money, the difference between loving money. Okay? So of course you need to get money. So just make sure you're very careful about what category you place money in, especially for us as Christians. So a lot of time we can get caught up in making money extremely fast that we forget what the main mission really is. Good morning. And I've had to catch myself a few times with that. And you just have to be really, really, really careful because it's super easy to fall in love with money. Especially if you start a new business, it's popping, you're getting orders, you're making money. The first day, you have a lot of visits to your website. It's super easy to get caught up with that love of the money. Okay? So just be careful. So in my notes, it says money is a slave, not a master. So money is looking for someone to control it, but a lot of times we let money control us, which is very dangerous. Command your money to do something, create a task, complete something, or create something. So use your money for your benefit. Okay. So we should be using money to create something. So we should be buying things to help us create and further our revenue. Okay. It needs to be making something or creating something or completing a task. So if you have money, but you're not completing any tasks, if you're not making any more residual money, what are you doing with it? It's just sitting there. Now, nothing wrong with savings. So savings and reserves is a good thing because you want to make sure you save your money and you want to be a good steward of your money. Be a good steward of what God has given you. Exactly 100%. I agree. But at the same time, you need to be making profit. Okay. So savings money is different from profitable money. You need to be making money. Okay. So the Bible tells us that money, and it's in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, answereth all things, but the love of money is the root of all evil. I mentioned that earlier. So the Bible, God knows that we need money to pay bills. We need money to solve problems. Money does answer issues, okay? As in monetary issues like rent and things like that. So he does know that we need money to survive, but it's the love of money that can get us in trouble, okay? God knows we need money to do and answer worldly problems. That's why he provides us with the skills needed to acquire wealth. That also is a scripture too. I didn't write it down, I don't think. I did not write it down, but I will find it and I will put it. If you're in my Facebook group, I always put the scriptures from the Power Hour on my Facebook group. Every morning after the live stream, I'll go in and put the scriptures there just to make sure that no one misses it. I know a lot of times people are kind of driving and going into work, so they really can't stop to write things down. So just know if you are part of my Facebook group, I do put those scriptures that we discuss every morning on my Facebook group. Okay. All right. So let's jump into our first scripture, Deuteronomy 8 and 18. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is that he's giving you the power to get wealth. That's the scripture. Deuteronomy 8 and 18. Giving you the power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he swore unto the fathers as it is this day. Okay. So that's the scripture about giving us the skills to acquire wealth. Deuteronomy 8 and 18. Okay. And all my scriptures are coming from the King James Version. I was brought up on the King James, so I do kind of extend out to different versions of the Bible, but I mostly go from King James, and that's just what I've been brought up on. Okay. Okay. So another point is money is always looking for who needs it. So when the pandemic first started, of course, people had to think of other innovative ways to make money, which is why the crafting scene got so big and so popular to what it is now, because everyone was staying home. And then we really capitalized because everyone needed things to be custom made, because now everyone has cooties. So we can't share drinks. We can't share nothing no more. So everything had to be personalized. So crafters, we really took advantage of that time frame during the pandemic to require wealth, because guess what? We're at home. When the pandemic really started getting bad, I was pregnant with my youngest son. So I was definitely home. Deuteronomy 8 and 18. 8 and 18. So I was pregnant with my youngest son. So of course my mom already had me kind of on lockdown anyway. It was towards the end of my pregnancy. I was probably about 6 or 7 months pregnant when the pandemic really got crazy. And I am a full-time hairstylist by trade. That is my 9 to 5, well, 10 to 5. So we actually had to shut down our salon for the month of April. Now, mind you, I'm pregnant. I'm like 6 months pregnant, at home for a month with no money coming in. So I had to think of other ways, which I already had other ways, because back in 2018, after I had my first child, my oldest son, I was making homemade skin and hair care, because his skin was so sensitive. Everything I put on him broke him out. So I've been making money from home in 2018. So when I added crafting back in, it's like 2020, So I just combine those two together. So you have to think of other things to require wealth. And we all have creative skills and creative abilities. Some people do hair. Some people weld. Some people are carpenters. Some people are good with wood. Some people are good with paint. They can draw. I can't draw to save my life. I still draw stick figures and I still put the sun in the corner of my paper. Don't ask me to draw you nothing. Okay. So he gives us skills to require wealth. He gives us that creativity that only you can do. And even if you're in a saturated field like crafting, there's still only one you. So people are going to buy from you because it's just you. Not to mention that they can do it themselves, or they have their own, craft person that they go to. They're going to buy it just because it's just you. So a lot of times we get discouraged when we're in such a big saturated field like crafting in general. It can be any type of crafting. People get discouraged because like, well, I can't sell rhinestones because she sells them. You know how many rhinestone vendors there are? There's so many people in this craft world that sell rhinestones. It's ridiculous. If that were the case, we would only have one grocery store. We only have one clothing store. We only have one shoe store. But we got many. We got Coach, Michael, Chanel. We got a whole bunch of different things. So if we only kept it to only one person can do something, this world would be so limited. We wouldn't have any type of option. We would have nothing. It would be just a boring, plain Jane, mundane world that was only one of everything. And you see that's not the case because there's Walmart, there's Target, there's Walgreens, there's TJ Maxx, Ross, there's a whole bunch of different stores. Okay? So just because someone else does what you do doesn't mean that you can't do it. You're still you. Okay? Don't let the creativity that God has given you go to waste. Okay? If he has given you that creativity, if he has given you that dream or that vision, you need to go forth and fulfill it because that is your purpose. That is what he called you to do. Okay? So, overflow is there before you get there. So a lot of times we say, overflow blessings. So we always put money and blessing in the same category when it doesn't mean money all the time. The blessings of God, the blessing. We always think, oh, I'm going to get money. No, the blessing of God is your health. The blessing of God is your family. The blessing of God is a roof over your head. The blessing of God is gas in your car, to have a job, to have clothes and shoes to keep your body covered, to have a home to go to when it's hot or cold outside so you don't freeze to death or burn up. That's the blessing of God. But we automatically assume that blessings mean a monetary value. It's not always monetary value. Okay? So we have to kind of change our mindset, just to get back into what we talked about Monday. We have to change our mindset on how we even view money as a whole. Because a lot of times it's us that view money way higher than it's supposed to be. Okay? So we need to reevaluate how we look at money. I'm a crafter as well. I make everything and soon to be making transfers. Awesome. That's great. Please don't forget to self-promote your business in the comment section. I always highly encourage people to self-promote their business in the comment section whenever I'm live, or in my Facebook group, my Discord. I highly encourage that you self-promote yourself. Okay? All right. So before you establish money or develop a need for money, first you need to have a plan. So plan out how you want to use the money. Because a lot of times when we get money, if we don't have a plan, what do? We waste it. And now you have to pay back waste. Especially if you get a loan. If you don't plan out what exactly you want to use that money for, you'll waste it. And you'll have nothing to show for it. Okay? So we have to make sure we plan out exactly how we want to use that money we get. Because a lot of time when we get money, when we have a really, really good week of work, like either in the online store or on your 9 to 5, and we don't have a plan for that money, what do? We waste it. You look up and it's all gone. It's like, dang, how did I spend $500 in 2-3 days? You need to have a plan, and your money needs to have a mission, and it needs to have a reason to be there. Good morning. So make sure you plan out your money, whether you get a loan or this business has been booming, been profiting, been blessed. That's great. Fantastic. But make sure you have a purpose for your money. Every penny needs to be accounted for. Okay. I tell people all the time, prospering is not all about money. It's not all about money, but we have been, and I've been in church all my life. So I've seen the changes of church growing up. I didn't see a shift in church as far as like prosperity and money wise until probably about high school. That's when church kind of shifted for me, and we did a lot more of like prosperity and money and things like that. It started getting a lot more entertaining when I went out of my late 20s. So church has changed from when I was a little girl, because I've been in church all my life, compared to now. It is totally different. Everyone wants to talk and preach about money. Money, 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 money. And I'm just like, having money is not going to get you into heaven at all. We missing the big picture here. We are missing it. And so many people are falling by the wayside because we're not teaching proper doctrine. Okay, that's a whole different discussion. I don't know how we even got there. Good morning. Okay, so make sure all your money is accounted for so you don't waste anything, okay? We want to make sure we be good stewards of our money. Make sure we use it wisely, because if we're not, she said no thank you. Because if we're not good stewards, why would you expect anything more, either from God or from man, if you're not going to use it wisely? If I'm a bank and I give you a loan, first of all, I'm going to check and see if you can even pay it back. That's the first thing. So that's why it's important to have good credit. So I'm going to check and see if you can even pay it back, first of all. Second of all, if I give you this money, that's what our banks say, well, what do you plan on doing with this money? What's your plan? You can't go into a bank and say, I need a loan. For what? I don't know. I just want one. That ain't going to fly. You got to have some type of plan. A lot of banks want you to write it down. They want your plan on paper. Especially when you're going in with business partners, they want to know your projections on when you plan on making that money back. Good morning. She said, good morning. If you have problems with pricing your products, grab her. Yes, Monica has an ebook. If you have issues with pricing your products, she does sell an ebook that will help you develop your prices. I'm going to have to go and get her ebook. I'm just going to be honest. Because listen, pricing products is always really difficult for some crafters. I don't know why, but it is. I guess we just feel like it's just too much. But if you're getting something personalized, even if you buy it from a major company, you're going to spend extra money for it because it's personalized. It's not the cookie cutter product. But we keep getting distracted. Okay, so if you want to get her ebook, Monica, can you do me a favor? Can you go to the question and answer and actually pin it so people will know where they can get it from? Okay? All right, moving on. I know I mentioned this scripture before in the Monday's live stream. I'm going to mention it again because it's still relevant. Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision and make it plain upon the tablets that he may run that readeth. So, write the vision, make it plain, have a plan. Some people are just sporadic. I'm not. I am a write down. I have notes. I have points. I'm a write down itinerary type of person. Some people just go with the flow. I don't like doing that because I feel like when I go with the flow, I forget things. So paper never forgets. So I always write down different things. So make sure you write down the vision for your business. Write down what you want your business to do for you now and also in the future. But you have to make sure you change your mindset. If you have a small business mindset, and that's why I hate the word small business. I really do. I don't like it. Because I feel like when you say small business, people automatically think, oh, it's not that much. It's not all that. Small business is called that because it's 1 or 2 employees. That's the only reason why it's called small business. I have seen small businesses make 6 figures a year. Because only 1 or 2 employees, they're still considered a small business. But when you go into a different monetary value yearly, then you get an upgrade from small business to being a business or being a franchise to being a brand or being a company. I'm like, so we have to stop saying small in front of my businesses. I run 3 businesses. So I have multi-revenues of income. Okay, multi-rivers of income. So stop saying small in front of your business. It's big business. I love that TikTok sound. It's big business. It's big business. So how's your little small business doing? My little small business? That's insulting. So what happened if I said, well, how's your little 9 to 5? You would feel offended, right? So you have to be careful and make sure you don't accept when people try to put that small business mindset on you. Because words can really affect you. And words are strong. And words hold value. And words are really hard to get back once you put them out there. So I don't profess small in my business at all. She said, I just purchased. Yes. So make sure you put that in there so we can see it. So we know, hey, she has a formula. She got the juice. So we're going to go get it from her. And I'm going to buy it from you as soon as I get off this live stream too. Okay. So write down your plan for your business. What do you want it to do? What do you need it to do for you? And then what do you want to establish and why? So these are things you have to think about when you're starting a business or when you are trying to plan out your money. What do you want to establish and why? I want to be a millionaire. Why do I want to be a millionaire? I want to be a millionaire so I can send my 2 kids to college, either by writing a check, paying with it in cash, or my kids getting scholarships. Those are the only 3 options my kids have to go to college. So in order for me to do that, I have to make money. That's why I want to be a millionaire. To write a check for my parents to pay off their stuff. To write a check for my husband's parents to help them pay off their stuff. That's why I want to be a millionaire. Not so I can just go and just blow it. I have plans. I've written out plans to do with my $1 million when I make it. It's going to happen. I'm speaking into existence. When you speak things out of your mouth, it's an action. It actually starts forming what you say. That's why it's very important to be careful what comes out of your mouth. Okay? Be careful. Because your words form action. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Proverbs 16:3, commit thy works unto the Lord, and they commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. Okay? That was Proverbs 16:3. Planning things out I know can be overwhelming, and fear as well, as doubt will start to come in. Push through it and pray through it. So, of course, anything that we do for the first time, we're going to be scared. Okay? We're going to be fearful. We're not going to know how it's going to end. We can do as much preparation as possible, but things happen. We know that. Just keep praying and keep going through. Let me give you some scriptures. I do have scriptures on fear too. I have scriptures on everything. I have scriptures about peace. I have scriptures about serving. I have scriptures on fear. Because the Bible talks about everything that we need to know in business and in life. The Bible talks about it. The Bible gives you business attributes. It gives you characteristic traits. It gives you morals. It gives you everything you need to do to run a successful business and to live a successful Christian life. It is our manual. It is our instruction book. Okay? So Bible verses about fear. Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee in my right hand with my right hand of righteousness. Okay, that's Isaiah 41:10. If you join my Facebook group, I will have all these scriptures that I mentioned this morning will be on there just in case you miss it. Okay. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. These are all scriptures about fear. Okay. So 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that fears is not made perfect in love. Okay. Then let me think of another. Let me read another one. I mentioned 1, 2, 3. I mentioned 3 already. Let's see. I'm trying to get like a short one. Some of these are kind of long. I'm trying to get a short one. Okay. So let me look and see. Okay, Romans 8:15. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of the adoption, wherefore we cry, Abba, Father. Okay. Yes, but the Bible also does talk about a fear of God as in like an adoration, not like, oh my God, I can't do anything wrong. I mean, granted, the wages of sin is death. That just is what it is. But the Bible also talks about like a fear of God as like an adoration for God. That's mostly what it mostly talks about. Now, listen, I think a lot of times if the Lord still opened up the ground and saw people up, a lot of people would live a little bit different. Well, people live a little bit different if the Lord still opened up the ground and saw some people up. Okay? So, but don't tempt him. Do not tempt the Lord thy God. Okay? So, those are scriptures about fear. Like I said, I will be posting those on my Facebook page. So if you want those scriptures, head on over to my Facebook page. It is in the link in my bio. I post all the scriptures that I said during my live streams. Okay? So just in case you missed it, you can snatch it from there. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Where we at? So Philippians 4:6, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. Okay? Let your requests be made known unto God. Do not be anxious. Be anxious for nothing. A lot of people say, well, I want to start a business, but I just don't know. I'm just so anxious. Be anxious for nothing. So that leaves me, let me go ahead and give you some scriptures about peace. Okay, this is actually supposed to be for Friday, so I'm gonna reiterate some of this stuff for Friday, but for some reason I just feel like I need to go down this route. So 2 Thessalonians 3:16. Now the Lord of peace himself give you peace always by all means. The Lord be with you all. Okay? All right. So Isaiah 26:3. This is a real popular one. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. And that was Isaiah 26:3. Like I said, I do King James version, so King James has a lot of these and thous, but that's how I was brought up in church to read from King James. but so I know it may seem like a lot, but that's what I was brought up on. I was brought up on King James, so that's just what I read from. Okay, there will be time where running a business can make you anxious, but when you stop fear in its tracks and pray, I'm telling you, it will put yourself in a position to overcome. And that was 2 Timothy 1:7. I already read that one earlier today or during this live stream. Keep a positive attitude and a positive mindset. Death and life are in the power of your mouth. And that's Proverbs 18:21 talks about death and life are in the power of the tongue. So be careful. That's what I was saying. Be careful what you say out of your mouth. Because those words come out. And my mom spoke a message about this in church a while ago, and it was just so awesome. So she said, imagine your words coming out of your mouth like a hand. So whenever you speak things out of your mouth, a hand comes out and starts forming what you say. So you have to be really careful about what you speak over your kids, what you speak over your spouse, because those words come out and they start forming exactly what you say. Okay? So stop with you just like your father. Don't say that. I'm telling you, kids are remembering these things. They understand these things. Kids don't miss a lot of stuff. And with me being a new parent, I still have 2 young kids. I have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old. They don't miss nothing. Okay? So you gotta be careful about what you say, what you do around your kids, because kids they pick up on every little thing you say and do. So you gotta be really careful with that, okay? Because you don't want your kids rehearsing bad habits from you. Okay. Good morning. Yes. Sponges. Absolutely. The tongue speaks life and death. Yes, it does. Believe in what God tells you and not what you see. A lot of times we get scared because God will say, go ahead and walk off that ledge. I'm like, walk off a ledge? Not for real, but just like spiritually or business wise. Go ahead and buy that machine. I'm like, I have no place to put it. First of all, I don't have the money for it. Honestly. And he's like, well, just go ahead and just do it. So we have to make sure we are faithful and we believe in what he tells us to and not what we see. Because what we hear and what we see are 2 different things. And that's what makes us kind of stagger and kind of be hesitant, because what we're seeing is not what God is saying. Okay? So that's one of the main things why people are just like, I don't know about that one, because I'm not seeing what you're saying. But his thoughts are higher than our thoughts, and his ways are higher than our ways. He sits high and looks low. So I'm pretty sure he can see the end before I get there, because he has a different viewpoint. He has a whole totally different vantage point than what I do. I'm looking straight ahead. He's looking down. Okay? So I'm pretty sure he has a wide view of everything that I can't see. So I have to trust what he says is true. And I have to go forth in what he tells me to do. Okay? All right? So we're almost done. We're like on the last little page here. I'm telling you, I'm not going to be on here for very long. I'm going to come here, say my piece, I'm going to get up off of here. But I'm going to ask questions here in a little bit. Okay? So it's not math, it's just kingdom. So why I'm even doing this, these are all the things that were discussed during the business and brunch during my church's women's conference. And I wanted to make sure I shared it with y'all, because it really resonated and it hit some really good points that I really wasn't thinking about. That I need to reevaluate. That's why I shut Power Hour down and I totally revamped it, because it was supposed to be scripturally based from the beginning, but I didn't, and I was being disobedient. So that Saturday after the conference, I had to come on live. I have to apologize to you guys. I wasn't giving you what I was supposed to do in the first place. So it was supposed to be scripturally based from the beginning, but I didn't. So I had to come back and apologize and make it right and repent. because I was not being obedient to God first off, and then I was telling you guys short by not doing what I was supposed to do in the first place. So this is why I shut it down. People are like, where you at? Are you going live? Am I missing it? I'm like, no, you're not missing it. I have to come back and regroup and revamp because I got a spiritual whooping that Saturday. I really did. I did. So I had to come back and make it right. So this is one thing we always profess at my church. I go to Metamorphosis Outreach Empowerment Center in St. Robert, Missouri. And my pastor is Pastor Mike and my elder is Elder Tim Collier. So she always says, I will never be broke another day in my life. That's what we profess every Sunday. I will never be broke another day in my life. It's okay, and thank you for doing that. I had to come back and make it right. Okay? And then another thing also, when we start getting into money needs a mission, rest is a lifestyle. Resting is a lifestyle. Sleep is not rest. That's just sleep. That's what your body needs to recharge itself. So sleep and rest are two different things. I can sleep all day, but when I get up, I'm still going to be tired. I'm going to be tired-er than what I started off with. I'm going to be groggy. I'm going to be grumpy. I'm going to just be lagging. So sleep and rest are two different things. You can rest and be wide awake. You don't have to sleep to rest. Resting is a lifestyle. It's not physically sleeping. Resting is having that peace with God. Like, you know what? No matter what, I'm chilling. I know no matter what, I gotta back up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of like, I'm chilling. I'm Gucci. Like, I'm not really worried about it. That's rest. That peace of mind. You're not lazy. You're just tired. Now, there's a difference, like I said, between resting and sleeping and being tired. You're tired. If you're tired, go to sleep. And a lot of times, like, oh, I'm just being lazy. You're not lazy. You're just tired. You're either overwhelmed, you're doing too much, and sometimes you have to step back and let some things go. And I've done that. So she said, I'm late. Hey, y'all. Yeah, you late, but it's okay. It's going to be on YouTube. I'm almost done now. But a lot of times, and I did a few power hours about knowing when to take a break, knowing when to step back and say, okay, I'm overwhelmed. I can't keep up. I'm stressing out. I need to take a break. So that makes you tired, which makes you weary and makes you not want to do anything. Then you get lazy and you get complacent, which is something that you can't do in life or in business. Because if you get lazy, how you gonna make money? Okay. So, and then make it your business to rest. You need to, that's why I said it's so important to get paper and get calendars. So even at my job at the salon, I actually pencil in my lunch break. So I know at a certain time between 12 and 2:30, 3 o'clock, I don't take clients. Okay. That's my lunch. That's my break in between my morning clients and my late afternoon and evening clients. So I always try to get at least an hour, maybe hour and a half of a break to where I can just sit back, relax, get my station cleaned up, get back reorganized and get ready for the next one client to come in. So you stepping on my toes. Listen, like my pastor says, catch your piece and go on. Chew up the meat, spit out the bones. Okay. So, I always try to factor in my break time or when I have like a break in between clients to just relax and chill. Get something to eat, recharge, drink some water, clean up my station, clean my combs. So therefore, I'm not like scrambling all day or I ran out of combs. I get more combs. Or at the end of the day, everything's piled up and I'm like, man, I really don't feel like cleaning this, but I know I got to clean it. So to keep yourself from overworking, just start cleaning as you go. And not like literally like just start cleaning as you go. Clean as you go. Cause you know, our craft rooms can get crazy. Clean as you go. Clean as you go. And that's even like mentally. I'm trying not to get into Friday because Friday's power hour is clear the clutter. We're talking about clearing mental clutter, heart clutter, and physical clutter. That is Friday at 8:15. Okay. We're going to be talking about forgiveness. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. Mental health. I have like 5 pages of notes on this topic. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different things with mental clutter, heart clutter, and physical clutter. Okay. Clear the clutter. It's on Friday. All right. So that is it for today. Super easy. Nothing super complex. I will post the scriptures that I read today on my Facebook page. If I miss one, I need to highlight so I know which ones I said. So if anyone have any questions, now will be the time to ask any questions. We did that one. And then we did this one. I'm just highlighting this to make sure that I can remember which scripts I need to put. We didn't read that one. We did this one though. We did that one. I don't know if we did that one. I don't think we did. Okay. I'm just making sure that I put the scriptures that we said today in there. And then Deuteronomy 8 and 18. Where am I going to put this printer? You help encourage me to purchase. I did not help encourage you to purchase anything. You make the conscious effort to purchase that printer. But there are many different things that you can buy on Amazon, like printer stands. I have a printer stand for these two. I bought off Amazon, I believe it was like $19. And then my Epson sits right beside it. So these two I stack on top of each other, and then I put this printer right beside it. Now I moved these printers in total probably 10 times around my office. So nothing really is too stationary in my office. I'm liable to wake up one day and come in and change everything in my craft room. That's just how I am. Thanks for being obedient, sis. We cut up at times, but we need the balance. Yes. How do you reach more people and expand my big business? So reaching more people, you have to advertise. You have to let people know that you even exist. So one of the good ways you could have utilized to expand your business was put down in the comment section what you do. Is advertisement right there. So make sure you post to social media often. I know a lot of people say, well, I don't use social media a lot, but social media is a great tool, and they keep changing social media to help us as business owners strive. So why would we not want to use it? Because they're constantly making changes and updates for business, especially for Facebook. For Facebook business pages, they made certain changes. Now you can switch between different accounts. Now you can schedule your posts. Now you can cross post between different type of social media platforms at one time. So there's a lot of different things they're doing to help us be better business owners. Okay. So you need to advertise so people know who you are. You need to go out to your community. You got to do some legwork. Go out to your community, look at other new businesses that either need your help, like decals, stickers, t-shirts, and just reach out to them. I have my tumblers in a comic book store. He sells them for me. So he sells them for $35. He keeps 10 because it's a holding spot, and I get my 25. So make business arrangements between other local businesses in your area. A coffee shop opened up. He had stickers, decals on his coffee cups, and I asked him, I said, hey, who makes your stickers? He said, I normally do, but I've been so busy, we blew up so fast, I don't have time. That was my perfect opportunity to say, hey, I'm Stephanie, I own One Crafty Mama. I do stickers, shirts, decals, tumblers. What can I do to help relieve that stress? So now, instead of him printing his stickers, I print the stickers. So I lessen the blow for him. He makes money by keep selling coffee, and I make money by doing his stickers. So either way, we both win. Okay? I did a pop-up shop. I want to do another one soon. Pop-up shops are good. In my area where I'm at, we're kind of small, so pop-up shops are great for networking more than so selling. I did sell a few different things, but not as much as I wanted to. But I did break $100. I did that. My goal was I think my goal was $200. I think I made like $150. So it's great for networking. So you also know who else in your community crafts just like you. So you guys can network, you can collab. They may do something that you don't do or you can't do, and you may do something that they want or need. So either way, that's why I always say when you're on TikTok, I know we all craft, but we don't craft everything. If you're looking for a rhinestone tumbler, I'm not it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to volunteer for it, but I will show you where to get one from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't craft everything. So that's why I always tell people, make sure you advertise in the comment section what you do, because there may be someone out there looking for what you do. Monica made a ebook about pricing your products. I get so many questions about how to price your products. I did a power hour on it. It's on my YouTube channel. But Monica has the ebook. Go get the ebook from Monica. She will show you how to break that thing down and how to price your products. Because I am finna go get it. I'm getting it. Absolutely. So Monica, please send me the link in the message me the link on TikTok so I can go and get that. I'm absolutely finna go get it. Absolutely. She was here earlier. Let me see if I can find her. She was a little ways up. Monica Makes One. Yeah, Monica Makes One. Okay. I think we follow each other on TikTok too. I'm pretty sure we do. Nope, I do now. Okay. Yep, so she's there. She said, right, thanks. Don't forget, I make hair bows and wig caps and more. There you go. A lot of times people come in and I put that little welcome message in there about promote your business and no one does it. Like maybe like 2 or 3 people will do it. I'm like, did y'all not see that? Like, I don't see it. It didn't pop up. I'm like, y'all missing perfect opportunities to market and advertise yourself. Okay. Any more questions? It's the number one. It's Monica Makes One, the number one, not ONE. Yep, it's number one. Monica Makes One. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm sleepy. Thanks for sharing your platform. Absolutely. I make a lot of sublimation jewelry. I make a lot, but sublimation jewelry is my main thing. Nice. Yeah, sublimation tumblers are usually my best, sublimation tumblers are my best seller. But now that I've been getting into eco-solvent and doing shirts, it kind of, just trying to balance out a little bit between eco-solvent and sublimation tumblers. So I've been doing a little bit of both. But speaking of eco-solvent, I got to print some prints before going to work, so I can get these envelopes sent out. So if no one else has any more questions or have a question at all, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Let me put my notes and stuff away. And I will be posting these scriptures to the Facebook group. So if you're not part of my Facebook crafting group, and guess what? In my Facebook group, you also can self-promote right on there. Anything that I do or that I am in charge of, self-promotion is always going to be the number one thing. Okay? So the links to my Facebook group and my Discord, it's all in the bio. It's all in the bio. Oh, I almost forgot. Call to salvation. Lord Jesus, I almost forgot it. So it's super easy for those that are not Christian and you want to become Christian. We make it really difficult. We make it like some 10-step process to salvation, and it really isn't that difficult. It's super easy. We make it extra. But it says on Romans 10:9 that if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus and shalt believe in thine heart that God has raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. It's just that simple. Okay? Confess with your mouth, believe in your heart. That's it. We make it some 20 steps to Jesus process, and it really ain't that long. It ain't that much. But we make it some difficult process, which turns people off, because people don't want to do a lot of work. So if you make salvation work, people don't want to do it. Don't make salvation work. Okay? It's not work. It's just that simple. You're welcome for answering your question. You're absolutely welcome. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will see you guys on Friday. Let me tell you my schedule again, just in case those that were not in here the first time. So I go live with Bible Meets Business on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay, at 8:15. I don't put an end time. It's just whenever I feel like I've said what I said, or I may go longer. It's just however the Spirit wants to move. I just let it happen. But I go live at 8:15 in the morning on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Now that is Central Standard Time. So you have to adjust to your time zone. But I am on Central Standard Time. So it's 8:15 Central Standard Time. Okay? Prayer is the first step. Be ready for the change. Uh-oh, did I miss something? I think I missed something. I'm trying to learn self-control and patience. What are some things? Well, be careful when praying for patience, girl, because he's going to try you in that thing quickly. Be careful when praying for patience, because he's going to immediately try you in that patience. I'm telling you, praying for patience is not for the weak at heart. It's not for the weak at heart. It's not for the weak at heart. But all I can say is just pray and get in your word. The Bible talks about everything. Talks about everything. She said, yes, he will. I asked for it and he gave me twins. I wanted twin boys until I quickly realized that was not the case. I said 2 at one time to start off. Oh, no. No. I'm glad the Lord did not grant that one, because that would have been a mess. Absolutely not. But and then I go live on Monday evenings from 7:30. It's not the move. I'm telling you. So I go live on Mondays only in the evenings from 7:30 to 9:30 Central Standard Time. So I go live in the morning on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday at 8:15, and then I go live that Monday evening, or Monday night from 7:30 to 9:30. Okay. Now Friday's topic is clear the clutter. Good morning. Friday's topic is clear the clutter. For those who missed the live stream today, don't worry, it will be posted to my YouTube channel this weekend. So I feel like it's easier just to do videos throughout the week and then post them all on the weekend, because they haven't been really long. So it shouldn't take me too long to upload them, but I will upload them to my YouTube channel. I have a whole playlist called Bible Meets Business. Well, it's Business Meets Bible. I need to go and change it. But I have a whole playlist on my YouTube channel that these will be going into, so it'll be easy to find them rather quickly. So until next time, my brothers and sisters and brothers, I will see you later. Bye.